Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Savannah. My name is Jessica Levitt-Watara, and I'll be serving as your worship associate today. I have the great honor of supporting our guest speakers and members of our congregation, Dr. Jane Rago and Katie Hay-Leo. Katie Hay-Leo is a writer and former actor whose day job is to fundraise for the Center for Science in the Public Interest. You can read more of her published work, unproduced works, at katiehayleo.com. A lifelong Midwesterner, her and her husband, Gary, have lived in Savannah for 2 years and are grateful for UUCS. Dr. Jane Rago is the chair of the Gender, Women's, and Sexuality program at Georgia Southern University. She is a joyous UUer and lives in Savannah along with her husband, Scott Griffin, and her daughter, Osa, 2 very large cats and a very small dog. Here at the UU Church of Savannah, we are working to build a diverse, multicultural, and beloved community. We celebrate the presence and participation of people of all races, genders, sexual orientations, abilities, ethnic, and national origins. We warmly welcome you, whether you're on YouTube or you're here with us in the sanctuary. Whoever you know yourself to be and wherever you are on your journey. If you're visiting with us this morning, we would love to warmly welcome you. And if you'd like to introduce yourself, we have a tradition in our church where we will bring a microphone to you and you can introduce yourself that way. We use microphones to help with accessibility for those who are on YouTube or who are in the sanctuary. If you are a visitor and you're feeling brave, it doesn't have to be your first time. You could have been with us a couple of times. Mary will bring you a microphone, and if you would either raise your hand or stand, anyone on this side who's visiting, who's feeling brave. I love it.
Hello, my name is Ray Smith. I'm a member of the UU Fellowship of Athens. My wife Jamie is here, and my son Teddy is in the daycare at the moment. And we were here yesterday for the Unitarian Universalist Georgia Legislative Action Network Conference, our 3rd annual conference.
Yay, welcome.
I'm Barbara Stanke. I come from the Gwinnett congregation, and I was also here for the conference yesterday. Had a great time. Thank you to the Church of Savannah. It was great. My pronouns are she, her.
Welcome.
Linda Gilbert, also from UUFA Athens, Georgia, also here with UUA LAN.
Welcome.
Karen Solheim, Athens, Georgia, ditto. Good morning.
Great. And I think we have a couple of visitors on this side, Mary.
Where? Anyone else on this side that I missed?
Wynn Ewing from Georgia Mountains Unitarian Universalist Church, also here for the conference yesterday. Wonderful, welcoming congregation. Thank you.
Mary Lazarus, also from Georgia Mountains UU Church in Dahlonega, and we had a wonderful time yesterday. Jesse was a good host.
Yay, welcome.
And then representing Human in Roswell, Georgia, Pat Shea and Jennifer Ratcliffe. Thank you.
Good morning. Okay. Do we have any other visitors who are feeling brave? Okay, wonderful. Well, it's great to have you all with us. Whether this is your first time or your 100th time, we're happy to see you here. After the service, we will have refreshments in Ron Hall. If you'd like to join us for that, you can either go through the door here to my side, down the ramp, you'll be right there. If you go out the front, basically make a U-turn and come back this way, follow the crowd, or ask an usher. They can help you get there, okay? We don't want you to be wandering around lost and miss coffee time. If you're looking for a new church home, we do encourage you to visit several times to get a feel for our style of worship and our approach to matters of faith and religion. After the story for all ages and after the offering, we do sing a short response. It is printed in your order of service. We're happy to have you raise your voice with us. There are also 2 cards in the back of your pews. The first one is the Rainbow Chalice card. You can use the QR code or you can fill out the card. This is a way for you to keep in touch with everything we have going on here at the church. It gets you on our e-newsletter list, and a welcome letter from our minister will be sent to you if you'd like to sign up for that. The other card is our Joys and Sorrows card. It is the Heart and Chalice card. This is for any joys or sorrows that you might be feeling. You can drop either one of these cards in the offering plate. There is an option for your joy or sorrow to be read aloud during the service or to be kept privately, so just make sure you check that box. Church announcements are emailed to members and friends on Tuesdays and Fridays. You can check your email for more complete details on the following. First of all, our Music Alliance and Judy Deinhardt wanted me to remind everyone that our first concert is today, this afternoon at 3 p.m. Tickets are $30 at the door. If you have not got your ticket yet, it is not too late. And it is with a Hilton Head Band photo roll. And apparently it's going to be quite a show, so make a plan to attend if you haven't. And from Jane and Duncan, I have an announcement that they would love to see you at their 3rd Tuesday Camaraderie Club. It is this Tuesday, the 18th, at 6 p.m. in Ron Hall. All are welcome for sharing. It's a time for sharing and support, focused on living in these wild, uncertain times. The theme this month is generosity, so please join them on Tuesday. With the lighting of our chalice, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith, we enter into sacred time. Our chalice lighter this morning is Ziggy. In the Unitarian Universalist tradition, our chalice is symbolic of the light of reason, the warmth of community, and the flame of hope. Today, our chalice words come from Katie Silvani Gelfand. We light our chalice as a symbol of gratitude as we celebrate the abundance of our lives together. In this sanctuary, we harvest bushels of strength for one another and offer our crop with hands of compassion and generosity. May we be grateful for the ways that we nourish and uplift each other, for it is the sharing of this hallowed time that sustains us.
Good morning. Our call to worship this morning is a poem by Gwendolyn Brooks called Paul Robeson, who is a musician and activist. That time we all heard it, cool and clear, cutting across the hot grit of the day. The major voice, the adult voice, foregoing rolling river, foregoing tearful tale of bale and barge and other symptoms of an old despond. Warning, in music words devout and large, that we are each other's harvest. We are each other's business. We are each other's magnitude and bond. Come, let us worship together. Please join us for hymn number 1008 in your teal hymn book, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place.
We are blessed with love and Now's the time for this story for all ages. Anyone who'd like to come and listen and look at the pictures is welcome. Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Okay. I'm going to try to do this because I think I just lost the clip. Today's story is called Cookies, and it's from this book, Frog and Toad Together. Do any of you know Frog and Toad stories? A classic, right? All right. So, cookies. Toad baked some cookies. "These cookies smell very good," said Toad. He ate one. "And they taste even better," he said. Toad ran to Frog's house. "Frog, Frog," cried Toad, "taste these cookies that I have made." Frog ate one of the cookies. "These are the best cookies I have ever eaten," said Frog. Frog and Toad ate many cookies, one after another. "You know, Toad," said Frog with his mouth full, "I think we should stop eating. We will soon be very sick." "You are right," said Toad. "Let us eat one last cookie and then we will stop." Frog and Toad ate one last cookie. There were many cookies left in the bowl. "Frog," said Toad, "let us eat one very last cookie, and then we will stop." Frog and Toad ate one very last cookie. "We must stop eating," cried Toad as he ate another. "Yes," said Frog, reaching for a cookie. "We will need willpower." "What is willpower?" asked Toad. "Willpower is trying hard not to do something that you really want to do," said Frog. "You mean like trying not to eat all of these cookies?" asked Toad. "Right," said Frog. Frog put the cookies in a box. "There," he said. "Now we will not eat any more cookies." "But we can open the box," said Toad. "That is true," said Frog. Frog tied some string around the box. "There," he said. "Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can cut the string and open the box," said Toad. "That is true," said Frog. Frog got a ladder. He put the box on a very high shelf. "There," said Frog. "Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can climb the ladder and take the box down from the shelf and cut the string and open the box," said Toad. "That is true," said Frog. Frog climbed the ladder and took the box down from the shelf. He cut the string and opened the box. Frog took the box outside. He shouted in a loud voice, "Hey, birds! Here are some cookies!" Birds came from everywhere. They picked up all the cookies in their beaks and flew away. "Now we have no more cookies to eat," said Toad sadly. "Not even one." "Yes," said Frog, "but we have lots and lots of willpower." "You may keep it all," said Toad. "I am going home now to bake a cake." Thank you all for being good listeners. We'll sing you off on your way.
This year, as the congregational president, I set a theme for us, love at the center. And one part of having that theme for the year was sharing in the service how we are interpreting love at the center, experiences of love at the center, or what love at the center means to you. Today, Gigi Regalizio, I always have to think about it in my head, Gigi, I'm sorry, who is our board treasurer, is going to be sharing with us her love at the center moment.
This is one of my favorite children's stories. That helps. All I See is Part of Me, written by Chara M. Curtis. I am part of all I see, and all I see is part of me. I am my hands, I am my feet, I am the puppy across the street. I am the moon, I am the stars. I am even found in candy bars. I used to think that I was small, a little body, that was all. But then one day I asked the sun, "Who are you?" He beamed. "We are one." "But Mr. Sun, how is this true? How can I be both me and you?" He smiled. "You might ask your sister Star. She too is part of who you are." And so I waited till the night, when darkness let me see her light. "Sister Star, how can it be that I am you and you are me?" She glowed. "You're larger than you know. You are every place there is to go. You have a body, that is true, but look at what's inside of you." I closed my eyes to see within. I saw a light. It made me grin. It reminded me of Sister Star. She said, "That light is who you are. Your body is just a little part of the light that shines within your heart. In all the world, in all of space, your light shines bright. It's every place. And when you join it dot to dot, you'll see that you is what you've got. All the plants, the animals, and trees are in your light, and you are in these. Look inside each one you meet and see your light. It's so complete. Inside, outside, below, above, see your light and feel its love. You're asking you when you ask me, so you know everything, don't you see? I looked again at all my light and saw that Sister Star was right. For every question there could be, the answer is inside of me. All I ever had to do was ask the part of me that knew. And then I said, "There's something more. Each question opens up a door, and every door that I walk through leads to a part of me that's new. Thank you so much, Sister Star. I love the part of me you are." I wondered as I climbed in bed, does all of me sleep when I rest my head? And a voice, I guess was me, replied and spoke most lovingly. "Even when you sleep, you are awake in every shining star." I snuggled with my teddy bear, and in his light I saw me there. You are me, and I am you. You love me. I love you too. I closed my eyes and found my light, dancing with the moonbeams in the night. And I said a prayer I know was heard, 'cause all that hears every word. And I can see in all of me there can be no end.
Thank you, Gigi. Every week, we lift up our shared value of generosity by taking an offering for the future of this church, its beautiful historic buildings, its social justice missions, its religious education program, and its music. Our plate, then, as it is passed among us, becomes filled with the evidence of that generosity. It is our harvest, gathered every week to sustain what most feeds us. To donate via debit or credit card, feel free to use the QR code on the back of the order of service. You can also go to uusavannah.org and click the donate button. Mailed checks are also always welcome. Our offering will now be gratefully received. Thank you for your generosity. We have several joys this morning. The first one is from Noah, who shares, despite going through hardships, I've stayed positive, and I have 2 job interviews this week. From Mary Lazarus, with appreciation for hosting UU Georgia Legislative Action Network. Special thanks to Jessica for organizing everything here. Ditto. And from Jim Cook, he shares a joy. Happy birthday for Gail. Happy birthday. Let us hold all of our joys and sorrows, spoken and unspoken, in our hearts as we join together in the responsive reading that's found in your order of service. Sorrow is everywhere. Yet joy is reborn. As we mourn together, so we celebrate together, and offer thanks that we are not alone. So may it be, now and in all the days to come.
Our meditation today comes from the foreword of a Dooryard Herb cookbook, which was by Linda Rago, who's also my mom. Since the circle of a year shapes the lives of country people, the same cycle is reflected in their foods. Fresh basil is spiciest when fat tomatoes are ripening. A rosemary pot on the winter windowsill enlivens a hearty soup. And the newest herb tips in the spring make early garden vegetables ambrosia. Most of our West Virginia herbal traditions have been lost in the mountain fog, but they are as ancient as our culture itself. Many wild plants of the Appalachians were first brought here as treasured herbs. Blue chicory was a valued herb for curing infections and for seasoning food. The common oxeye daisy is an import. Its leaves are calming tea for frayed nerves, and the first daisy chain repelled fleas and attracted lovers. The Appalachian grandmother's traditional healing with nurturing kindness and using the common plants growing around them is so simple that it's almost invisible. It is the wholesome daily nourishing that we rarely recognize or appreciate as healing. It is a parent cooking a healthy dinner every night. It is an aunt making a soothing cup of tea for an angry, misunderstood youth. It is sitting up all night with a sick baby or an elder. It is knowing the plants and animals just outside of our doors and knowing that the community includes everyone in the web of life in a particular place. I believe we still need the grandmother's old ways of healing, and we are fortunate to still have these threads of nurturing all around us. We should continue to recognize it, honor it, and nurture this as well.
In keeping with the theme of community nourishment, our reading this morning is the poem Butter by the poet Elizabeth Alexander. My mother loves butter more than I do, more than anyone. She pulls chunks off the stick and eats it plain, explaining cream spun around into butter. Growing up, we ate turkey cutlets sautéed in lemon and butter and cheese on green noodles, butter melting in small pools in the hearts of Yorkshire puddings, butter better than gravy staining white rice yellow, butter glazing corn in slipping squares, butter the lava in white volcanoes of hominy grits, butter softening in a white bowl to be creamed with white sugar, butter disappearing into whipped potatoes with pineapple, butter melted and curdy to pour over pancakes, butter licked off the plate and with warm Alaga syrup. When I picture the good old days, I am grinning greasy with my brother, having watched the tiger chase his tail and turn to butter. We are Mumbo and Jumbo's children, despite historical revision, despite our parents' efforts, glowing from the inside out. 100 megawatts of butter. Please rise in spirit or in body. Join us for hymn number 1060 as we sing of hope and joy in the Teal hymnal.
I was fortunate to help organize a conference that took place here in Savannah last weekend. We called it Place-Based Pragmatism and Pedagogy, Food, Land, Culture, and Community Nourishment. I'm sorry, us academics like to use a lot of words to say simple things. Our mission was to invite courageous conversation, learning, and applied insights at the intersections along shared history, food justice, and social and environmental change. We wanted to come together and learn how educators, community leaders, and scholars in the region are navigating ecological and economic change, and what things like sustainable agriculture and ethical community partnerships actually look like. And two of our very own UUers attended, Mary and Katie will be speaking more about this today. So much of our focus was on food, the stewards of food, food channels, food justice, food equity, food sustainability. And even though we began planning this conference almost a year ago, our focus on food justice feels even more urgent now. Currently, we see that it is us, you and me, who are feeding each other. As our national safety nets shred and tatter, we here at this church have been stepping up and donating to Second Harvest, and I'm sure we're also working in other ways, perhaps, so that we can feed our friends, our neighbors, and our community in these cruel times. So what does it mean to feed each other, to offer community nourishment? Because nourishment is so much more than simply handing out food. It is listening to our shared stories around food that tell us so much about who we are, where we came from, and how we steward our recipes and our cultures into the future. I didn't number my pages, hold on. So food is really also about relationship. We gather at the table, we break bread together, we bring snacks to our meetings, we cook for each other as an act of love, of relationship, of sharing. So over this 2-day conference, with participants from as far away as Melbourne, Australia, and as nearby as the Beach Institute 2 blocks away, what struck me most was this recurring theme of partnership, relationship, reciprocity. At the core of every talk, brainstorm, idea, and activity we did was partnership, which is key to navigating these uncertain times of fear and loss. And then we were thinking, to enter into true partnership, we need to practice the art of storytelling, which is also about the power of listening. Partnership is not just charity or donating food. It is seeing, listening to, and learning from those with whom we interact in the community. And asking ourselves questions about listening. Am I listening more than I'm interrupting? Asking questions or making assumptions? And what does reciprocity look like when we each bring something to the table? So a great place to delve into these ideas is that we right now are going to do an exercise. So shake off your sleepies, and we're going to participate in a brief storytelling and story listening activity. I'm going to talk us through it, and then we're going to partner up. How's that sound? Let's just fingers crossed. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to talk to each other about a favorite food or a food memory that you have. And you can choose any angle you like here. And some things that you could think about are, what emotions are attached to your food or your food memory? What might this say about your family, your culture, or where you come from? Does your food or food memory align with the status quo or dominant culture, or was it somehow othered or considered exotic? Did you ever think about your food or your food memory as part of a larger system that is also about justice, injustice, and power? And do you find any shared history between you and your partner? So what we're going to do is we're going to partner up, and each person gets 2 minutes to talk. And when you are listening, please do not interrupt or ask questions, even non-verbally. That takes the power away from the storyteller. And you may even find that your initial questions end up being answered if you let the story unfold. We will let you know when it's time to start, when it's time to switch, and when it's time to stop. And then if we have time, maybe a couple of us can share what we learned or heard. So what we would love is for you to partner with somebody, preferably a person with whom you did not come to church today. But we also want to be a little bit efficient. So partners of twos, just grab a person. You don't have to get up in do-si-do. And Chris and Mary, our 2 ushers, can help you partner up if you are feeling shy or isolated. And of course, you don't have to participate if you don't want to. You can opt out. If I could just have everybody for a second. Is there anybody who wants to participate but who is not partnered up? Please raise your hand if you want to participate but are not partnered up. Okay, then I love how we're like, let's just jump right in. Briefly decide who is speaker number 1 because you get 2 minutes to tell your food memory. And then I will tell you when it's time to switch. Okay, go ahead and start your story. I'm glad we didn't do 3 minutes. 2 minutes is a good working balance. And I've got it on here.
I mean, the time, we're going to be fine.
We're going to do great. Perfect. Unless a million people want it. But I think we can very politely be like, we'll just hear take a couple. Yeah. I don't know if Mary still has the microphone. And your presentation was excellent.
Oh. As soon as I got up there, the microphone came aboard, and I was like, great. 2 minutes is a long time.
It is. We should be like, okay, now the other person doesn't get to talk. How does that feel? It's an exercise of power. That would be really crappy, though. They're not going to stop once I tell them to. You know that. Okay, excellent. So it is now time for you to switch and listen, and you're gonna, okay, if I can just work my phone. Okay, so switch partners, and the person who listened, now you get 2 minutes to tell your food memory, food story. So do we have time? It's only 10 minutes. You think so? Okay. Just two. Okay, all right. Hello. Wonderful. You're, to be equitable, that's 2 minutes, 2 minutes. And in the interest of time, thank you all so much for participating. We have time for, if just like 2 people want to share something that stood out to you or struck you from your sharing or listening. Anybody want to share? Yes, okay. Yes, Mary, can you bring a microphone to, is that okay? Right, yes, thank you.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Camille, and this is Chuck. And Chuck shared about a beautiful memory where he went to a restaurant in Massachusetts with his wife and 2 children, and he had swordfish. And he said it was, the swordfish was really beautiful to eat, but the meal itself was even more beautiful because they were celebrating anniversaries and birthdays and a lot of family love. Do you want to share about mine?
Yay.
Well, Camille is from, I can't remember the town in South Carolina, but you're near the coast, and you've got family members who are fishermen, and just the constant availability of fresh seafood for Camille has always been a really cool thing. And having family and cooking it right there in the yard and spreading it out on the table and for everyone to share and all that. I think I got it all.
Thank you so much. And we would love for everybody to continue sharing afterwards in Ron Hall. Thank you for doing the exercise.
Good morning, everyone. So, again, my name is Katie Haleo, and I'm really excited when I have a chance to talk about one of my favorite subjects and hobbies, food. I've always loved food, and my husband Gary can attest to this, all food. I was adopted from Korea and came over to the US after living my first 10 months in Korea. And when I was a baby, my parents heard my first word to be Papa, which just delighted my father. But then later, they realized that I was actually saying the word bap, which means rice in Korean. So I was asking for food. Pretty typical. Sorry, Dad. Food tells a story about who we are and where we come from. And food was also a fertile ground for jumping off point for this conference that Jane was describing that I attended last weekend after reading about it in our handy-dandy newsletter. I wasn't familiar with the conference before, but when I read that one of the focus areas was food equity, I signed right up, not just because I love food, but also because my day job is raising money for an organization that works on food policy and healthy food access. As the icebreaker showed, food is universal. It's also sadly political, as Jane noted, and ridden with power imbalances. Who has access to healthy food? The answer should not be only those who can afford it, or only those who live close to a grocery store, or only those who have transportation to and from a grocery store, etc. Access to healthy food is and should be a fundamental human right. And if food tells a story, who gets to tell it? Who benefits from telling that story? The organizers of last weekend's conference made sure that attendees engaged thoughtfully with the local community, emphasizing mutual benefit and relationship building over extraction. During the conference, we took a field trip to Roland's Raw Grains Rice Farm in Hardeeville, South Carolina, where Roland Chalmers grows heritage Carolina Gold rice, and we were served Hoppin' John by his wife, Frances. We learned about how they are farming the land their ancestors worked as enslaved people, and how they are reclaiming their ancestral foodways. Throughout the conference, we ate meals from local Black and minority-owned businesses. We took tours led by local Black tour guides and learned about Savannah history from the minority and Black perspective. And throughout the conference, we heard about best practices from organizations around the country who are trying to center their work in the principles and values of equity, relationships, transparency, and sustainability. So in closing, I offer this question to all of us. In this time when our public discourse and practices increasingly value and reward transactionalism, individualism, and capitalism, what does it mean to be a good partner, a good neighbor? And how can we as UUs center deep, mutually beneficial relationships that are grounded in listening and learning, in how we interact with our community? Thank you so much. Oh, join us, please, and please rise and bod your spirit in hymn 414 as we leave this friendly place.
May that which feeds us, may that which feeds you sustain you.
May that which lights your way ever guide you.
May that which brings you happiness always be with you.
And may love and peace never be a stranger to you.
That's it.